Well, I think I'll let Ray's answer stand for itself. The priorities with regards to infrastructure spending, I think everyone here will agree it's such a huge hole. And what we all have to recognize is there's only one taxpayer. Whether you're paying taxes to the city of Regina or you're paying taxes to the province of Saskatchewan or whatever province you live in, or you're paying taxes to, to the government of Canada, basically. I think what it comes down to is we have to make some choices here. We have to free up those dollars. And as Noah said, one portion of freeing up those dollars is with these fighters and going to a tendered format on them. Another one is having a good long look at the prisons that we have and deciding what work is required before we go off and spend God knows how much money on it. Of course, we got the corporate tax cuts. I'm not saying let's roll them right back to where they were when we started this 5 years ago. I am saying let's roll them back to last year's level, and we'll take advantage of the increase in basically it comes down to cash flow. It's the same as a business. The dollars in and dollars out. We do have to come to a new agreement with the municipalities in this country, because coming from a construction background, I will tell you that if we do not come up with an agreement, and if we do not start spending dollars now on aging and failing infrastructure, it's going to cost us a ton more later. You can spend $10,000 a kilometer over 10 years on maintenance for a highway for 10 kilometers, let's say, or you can spend $250,000 if you don't spend anything on it. I think we found that out the hard way in this province over the last few years. Some hard choices are going to have to be made. You can't deal with everything. I mean, some issues are going to have to be dealt with at a local level. Everybody's got their hand out. That's just the truth of the matter. Some issues will have to be dealt with at a local level, some at a provincial level. I don't think that the federal government should be the end-all, be-all when it comes to sharing everything 30-30-30, or us, the federal government covering half and the province covering half. The people that utilize those facilities, there's an obligation for them to pay for part of them also, and sometimes the whole park.
All right, well, I'm going to use this question to talk about infrastructure, and in particularly, thank you for bringing up recreation. Let's talk Moose Jaw Multiplex. Fun topic. I live in Moose Jaw. My taxes are going through the roof. There is a brand new hockey rink that is built in this downtown center. There are 200 parking spots for an arena that will hold 5,000 in a concert setting. There has been no planning. The multiplex is going to be an enormous burden for the people of our city to pay off. We went from being a city, Moose Jaw had no debt before this project. We now have more debt than any other city in Saskatchewan, and not per capita, overall debt for our multiplex. I'm all for recreation. I'm also for making sure that we have money for infrastructure like sewer upgrades. I recently held a public meeting in Moose Jaw to say, okay, we have this building, it's up, it has fragmented our community, so let's do some innovative thinking, some green thinking. Let's use the Moose Jaw Multiplex to be a power generating hub for the rest of our city. Get the renewable energy industry going. It's a massive roof. It wasn't built solar passive or really built for solar panels. That's unfortunate. But, we're still going to use that large roof space. We could use that as a power generating hub for the rest of our city. Put our capital dollars into renewable energy and end up lowering the debts that we have taken out for that multiplex on our taxpayers. Now, when we speak about taxes too, city-wise, our cities are definitely underfunded and they cannot meet the infrastructure costs in the future. It goes back to our tax structure it's outdated, just like our electoral system. At the time that our tax structure